me on a feeling. Don't wake me up, 'cause I must be dreaming. I'm on the edge of paradise, escaping all the chains of time.
Hey guys, thank you for tuning back to my channel. This is LaBelle Williams. So I'm finally here to make an update for my eyebrows. I've been wanting to do this for the longest, but the thing is, like, it got so hectic, busy moving and new job and all that. So yeah, it was quite a bit of a challenge, but today I made it to get off early, so I figured, hey, why not do this real quick? So anywho, my eyebrows, I'm talking about my eyebrows today. My eyebrows is microblade. I got my eyebrows microbladed back in Korea. Okay, so I got them for free. I feel kind of bad now about that, but the thing is, I didn't mean for it to be free, okay? So I got them done about a week before we left South Korea, and after about 4 days, my skin heals super duper fast because it's dry. Since it's dry, like, anything that cuts me, like, it dries like this quick. So it started healing off and then peeling off, and when it was peeling off, there was no pigments left. Like, I did all kinds of research. They were saying that sometimes, like, you lose some pigments, but then you don't lose as much. They're kind of grayish and then they like come back. But mine was like completely gone. Like, when I say gone, it was gone. It left like a shiny film skin right there, and I freaked out. I remember that day, like, getting my friend to go with me to like get back, like back me up to get my money back. They gave me my money back with no problem, which I kind of feel bad for now, but then at the same time I'm like, hey, you should know your job, you know, you should know what you're doing to let me know, you know, to calm down that the pigments would come back. But anyway, so I got my money back, and then, so I think it was day 4, I got my money back. And I was following all the directions, you know, putting the ointment that they gave me and whatnot. But yeah, it just, I don't know, my skin was just not with it at first. And then we went to, so at day 6, that's when we flew out of South Korea. When we flew out of South Korea, I started noticing some pigments coming back. And it was like patchy gray, like patchy gray spots. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm about to be walking around with patchy brows. It was so funny the way it was even peeling. Like, whenever I go or went somewhere, like went out to eat or something, people were looking at me crazy. But now I was just like, you know what, it didn't bother me because I was just like, whatever. But it was kind of weird, okay? But then after a while it came back. Around day 6, that's when it started coming back. It was like grayish, patchy, and then when about a week later, it started, like, all of it came back but looking gray. And by the 2nd week, that's when I actually noticed some actual change in my eyebrows. And it actually, like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So if you're out there in South Korea near Camp Humphreys or at Camp Humphreys, where I got my brows done was by InStyle, I believe. It's InStyle. That place was called InStyle. It was across from Kim's Cook. It was worth it, but at first I freaked out. See, this is how perfect my brows are. I have no makeup on today because I just wasn't with it. See, nothing. And it's been like this since November. November is when I got it done, and right now it's April, and it hasn't been fading. So since the pigments came in, it's been there. So overall, I think if you find you a good artist, like, it's really worth it. And y'all don't mind my lips. Like, I've been having some weird headaches lately out here with the weather change, and it's been causing me to have blisters. So yeah, anywho, back to the brows. Okay, I am super duper happy with my brows. Totally worth it. I'll say, if you get the opportunity to, long as they don't draw it looking funny, totally worth it. Okay, I always wake up like this. So even when I'm not in the mood to put on makeup, my brow's still done, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to sit there and then, you know, do all the concentration, you know. Now when I do my makeup, I just line it up with some concealer. Sometimes I don't even feel nothing in. And I mean, because there's nothing to fill in. So I love it. I love my eyebrows. Just make sure wherever you're getting them done, you're gonna stay there for a while so they can retouch it in case like all the pigments don't come out fully the way you expected it to. And I'm gonna attach my venting video when I first got it done. So have fun, and deuces. It's a plus for microblade brows. My friend got it done as well. Hers healed totally different, but she has oily skin, so that might have been the little difference in there. I don't know, but hers came out perfect from day one. It healed perfectly. Like, the pigments actually never left her brows. Like, the pigments never left, but mine, the pigments were completely gone, and then eventually it came back. So everybody's skin is different. Keep that in mind when you get your microblade done. And yeah, I like it. Find your brow lady to hook you up. You ain't gonna regret it. Best decision I ever made. Hey YouTube, so I decided to make a spontaneous video because my brows. So it took me like a good 5 months or so thinking about getting my brows done and everything. And us being in Korea is like so cheap, and everybody else I've seen so far that got their brows done, it's good, it's beautiful and everything. And I was like, and they didn't even have to go in for a retouch. Okay, you want to come into my video? They didn't even have to go in for a retouch, and that brow stuck. Okay, but y'all see this? In my case, it's different. I don't know if my skin heals too fast, or my skin just not accepting the pigment or whatnot. So my butt strolled in. There was two permanent makeup artists, like artists or specialists, or I don't know what they're called, that are around here. There is one, she's really good, but she only does Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm flying out, we're flying out of Korea on Thursday. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and get whoever is like ready, except whoever can always like is there at the moment, and I'm just gonna gamble with it. And actually not really, because my friend had her brows done there, so I went there to get my brows done. But then I guess things changed and they sent me to somebody else, and yeah, I ended up with this crap right here. So it's supposed to be healing and naturally peeling away, which it is, but the pigment's supposed to stay back, at least light, and then later on it kind of darkens. But in my case, yeah, look at this. Like, you see this? Like, I'm approaching slowly because I want to make sure that it focuses. You see this? It's literally like if she had just like scratched my skin a little bit, and now it's like healing and just flaking away. Like, there is nothing, no pigments whatsoever on there. And I'm pissed. I'm like super duper pissed. But thankfully it doesn't look like it has been scarred, or like the pigment is holding partially. It's basically just drying and going away. So I'm pissed about wasting my money, my time, and the pain that I had to sit through. I mean, she used some numbing cream, but still, I mean, if you're using some numbing cream, then maybe you should get a little deeper in for it to hold in. I don't know, maybe my skin just not taking it, I don't know. But yeah, just advice, when you get your brows done, like permanent makeup, just thinking about it and stuff doesn't only, like, it's not enough. Like, make your research. I did my research, but the thing is, I rushed it. Don't rush it. Like, I should have known, like, when I went in there, this lady wasn't trying to figure out what kind of skin type I have, what this, what that, what my lifestyle is. Basically, she was just like, sign here, sign there, and then she started putting the numbing cream on me, and I'm like, whoa, hold up, I wasn't supposed to discuss shapes, I wasn't supposed to do this. But at that moment, I was so into the moment that I didn't even think about all of that, all these things that all these info that I gathered, you know, to go through. But once it got there, I was just like, hey, LaBelle, come here, LaBelle, come. So all this I just got in there and then rushed things up, and I ended up with this. And I should have also known that maybe she didn't really know what she was doing, because I mean, I told her, hey, I'm leaving in 6 days. I'm leaving Korea in 6 days. Do you think that it's a good idea? Yeah, we can do it. I'm like, I wasn't even done asking the question. I was like, do you think it was a good idea to get this on there? Boy, if you're gonna be in my video, be in it. Don't be acting a fool in it. Sorry, y'all. I was like, do you think it's gonna be like long enough? Because everybody I heard so far got it done had a retouch 4 to 6 weeks afterwards, and that's what like my research and everything tells me. But I was, I trusted her because a friend of mine got her brows done. That's kind of what motivated me to get it done, because I was like, you know what, you're about to leave Korea and it's gonna be cheap, just go ahead and do it. Boy, was I wrong. So my friend did not go in for no retouch, but her brows came out perfect. The pigment stayed and everything. And look at me. So y'all get y'all hashtags ready. Hashtag free my nigga, hashtag free Vicky, hashtag free my stylist, hashtag free Veronique, hashtag free the bitch I don't like. Y'all gonna need them. Because, well, that is if she don't give my money back, because I'm not even about to sit there and be like, hey, give me my phone. I'm not even about to sit there and be like, hey, retouch it or fix it. No, just give my money back, because at this point it looks like there is no scarring. Okay, my hair, like my brow hair, is still there, it's still growing. So I don't think that, since it did not scar my, let me see, you can see the hair, since it did not scar, I am hoping, but I think that the hair should still be growing. So I'm just gonna leave this alone for a while. I'm just gonna wait for it to peel off and do whatever it does, and I'm just gonna let it go, and then I can't wait. Like, my husband, he just gonna be there like, I told you so, because he was so against it, and I was telling him like, oh boy, shut up, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're saying. Look at me. Once again, he gonna be like, I told you so. Just had to let that out. Like, just had to share my permanent makeup brow story. Yeah, that's it. So